We'll get started. Welcome everyone to the Center County Board of Commissioner meeting. Today's Thursday, October 23rd, 2025, 10 in the morning. It's our regular board meeting, and we'll open with the Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Commissioner Frankert has the prayer this morning. Thank you.
Yep. Please pray. Dear Heavenly Father, please lend us your guidance as we prepare to work through the county issues today, and we appreciate the fantastic weather we've had lately for everyone harvesting their crops, and please be safe. Amen.
Amen. Thank you. Roll call, please.
Commissioner Paradiso,
Here.
Commissioner Frankert,
Here.
Commissioner Bustecker,
Here.
Okay, at this time, we'll accept the motion to approve the digital audio recordings of the previous board session from Thursday, October 16th, 2025.
So moved.
Second.
Roll call?
Commissioner Bustecker,
Yes.
Commissioner Frankert.
Yes.
Excuse me.
That was a yes.
What's that?
No, I wasn't here.
Yeah, you can't say
I
yes.
coughed, I couldn't hear.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I apologize.
I didn't know what would happen, but, okay, thanks. Minutes are approved, thank you. And we'll move on. We're just gonna flip Presley and Julie Richards around, if that's okay. Julie, welcome.
Thank you.
So we have Julie Richards, Health Commissioner for the Seneca County Joint Health District. You're up. Welcome.
Thank you. Is this okay here?
Yeah,
All right.
absolutely.
So I'm just here today to talk about our levy that's on the ballot November 4th. And so it is a renewal levy, which means no new taxes for our residents. And we'll simply continue the collection of the current levy funds, which is a yearly total of $467,913. So to give you an idea of what that means for the average homeowner, for a $100,000 valued property owner, this means a tax of $8 a year, which is what you're currently paying already. This is simply to renew that levy funds for the next 5 years.
Is that what it is, a 5-year?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
So that money is a 0.3 mil levy renewal, and it supports our programs for all ages. We have emergency preparedness, and that allows us to respond to any health-related crisis that might occur in the county. If any of you remember the Attica train derailment that happened in 2025 earlier this year, we did have staff that were able to go to that, help with the remediation, and then we followed up and were able to work along with the EPA to make sure that it was remediated safely and protecting the health of our community. The funds also help our school nursing program, which we right now have contracts in Mohawk and Tiffin City schools. It's our WIC programs. We issue birth and death certificates. That fund helps us with that as well. Our senior citizen health services, our immunization clinics, our drug prevention education, our epidemiology and communicable disease investigations, our family planning clinic, nuisance complaint investigations, our complex medical health program, restaurant and food service inspections, and much more. So I just wanted to be here today to encourage everyone to vote yes to support our programs and to be able to continue maintaining what we're already doing. And thank you.
You do a great job. You cover both cities, the whole county.
The whole county, yeah.
Do you know when this started, the levy? Does it go
Oh,
back to, like,
it's been,
70s?
we've been working on the same amount now for way before my time. I would
Haven't
say
had
at
any
least.
increase.
We haven't had any increase. We try really hard to seek grant opportunities, so we work, most of our programs are grant funded, and try to use that to supplement what we're already doing. This levy just continues. Again, we try not to come to the taxpayers if we don't have to. This just continues what we're already doing and will not increase even if your property values increase in the next 5 years.
Did you get, when you talk about the rail issue out to Attica there, Did you guys submit for any reimbursement stuff on that?
We did not submit for reimbursements for that. If it had continued on where we were devoting significant time, we would have, but we did not for that.
Yeah, I was just curious, I don't know if we heard anything from
We did.
EM, we did.
We
get
got our money for EMS's
and
time
EMA
over
and-
there, yeah.
Okay,
Mhm.
great. That's
Yeah, I did talk with ODH about that, but we did not submit for reimbursement.
Yeah, so the county, we had, we didn't pay overtime, but we had people there, we kept them there.
Oh, yeah.
And then, we were reimbursed.
Yes, we were.
It was a decent amount of money.
Yeah, it was.
10,000 or.
I think it was roughly $10,000.
$10,000
Wow,
with all
yeah.
our overtime and, so, good. Any, you have any comments?
Good job.
I do have some cards. Am I able to leave some?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Individuals.
and,
Oops. Just set them right here.
okay.
perfect.
All right, thank you.
Thank you very much, Julie. Back at 'em?
Back at it. Yep, thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you, Julie.
Thanks, Mark.
Very cool.
Yep.
Stick with your same.
Same, what's like Vanguard Sentinel, since
Yeah.
1967, I think, we
Great.
got the same levy on
So
it.
we get the
Oh,
same,
you have the bats.
same levy, never increased.
have the
We
bats?
try to work
Not
with
today.
Oh, man.
private partnerships with the national machineries and
I know.
our own, you know, try to work
It's a bad week right now.
the trade schools
Yeah.
for the vocational schools. And then grants. Yeah, it's great. Presley.
All right. Some extra.
Thank you.
Okay. Take one if you want to take
Official
this.
title is? your official
Agriculture
title.
and Natural Resources Educator through the Ohio State University Extension in Seneca County.
A long time.
Lots of words.
Repeat that, Tony.
Run that back, please.
There'll be a quiz at the end.
Yeah, thanks.
So what you all should have here is the 25 Seneca County Soybean Weed Survey. And what this survey is I will drive around the county kind of in a circular fashion. And I will look at soybean fields approximately every 1 mile. I find a soybean field and then I look at it for specific weeds. I'll look at all the weeds present in the field and record them, but the weeds listed on here are the ones that we are specifically looking at. In the state of Ohio, each county educator will do this study, as well as our weed scientists at the university itself will go around and do their own study as well. So this is just for the Seneca County study. This year I looked at 110 soybean fields as I was going around the county. That's not all the soybean fields in the county. Those are just the ones that I observed. And the weeds that I saw were mare's tail, giant ragweed, volunteer corn, giant foxtail / grasses, velvet leaf, red root, pigweed, and waterhip. Weeds that we look for but I did not see was common ragweed, common lamb's quarter, and pokeweed. So out of all the 110 fields, 54 of the fields that I observed did not have any presence of weeds in them, which is really great. It's up from 2014 or 2024, which was 49, and up from 2023, which was only about 14. So that's great that we are getting more and more soybean fields that have less weeds, because the more weed pressure that we have, the lower yields that we're going to have, the worse quality of beans we're going to have, etc. And the presence of weeds in the bean fields can also increase the seed bed that we have. And if we're not able to get rid of those weeds at the beginning of the year before the beans go to harvest, they'll produce seeds, and the following years those weeds will just keep reoccurring. So it's really great that we're getting a good control out of our soybean fields. Volunteer corn had the highest occurrence in the fields. A lot of people don't consider volunteer corn a weed, but it is, because we planted it, but it's coming back. And when it comes back, it's actually fighting with the soybean plants. It's competing, it's lowering yields, it's competing for nutrition, moisture, space, different things like that. And it can actually cause a decrease in profit for the soybean fields and a decrease in yield. Let's see. The average field size that I looked at was 54.8 acres, with a total acreage over all 110 fields was just over 6,000 acres that I looked at within soybean fields in the county. And you can see in this first chart here, that's the percentage of the overall weed occurrence. So out of all 110 fields that I looked at, we saw 33% of the fields had volunteer corn, 8% had mare's tail, 9% giant ragweed, 13% had foxtail grasses, 2% velvet leaf, 2% water hemp, and 4% red root pigweed. And some of these fields had more than one weed occurring in them. So some fields had 2, 3, 4 different species of weeds in them at one time. And the next chart here is just showing you how many fields we saw those specific weed species in. And the last chart on the back page is the average infestation. So I'm not only looking at, yep, there's volunteer corn, check the box. I'm actually looking at how much of that weed there is. So what is the infestation level? So there's 3 levels. There's level 1, which just means that you see the plants occasionally. They're just kind of, 1 or 2 of those plants kind of sprinkled around the field. Then there's a level 2, which is large patches. So you're either seeing them in large patches of 8 or more plants, or you are seeing more of that species scattered around the field. And then level 3 is widespread, meaning it's widespread over the entire field, or there are huge patches along the entire field. So as we look at our average infestations per weed, water hemp actually had the highest average infestation at a level 2. And although we only saw water hemp in 2 fields, both of those fields had a level 2 occurrence, meaning that we saw them in large patches or more scattered around in the 2 fields that we saw it. And water hemp is really hard to control. It's one of the things that we specifically look for in the state of Ohio because we don't want it. We don't want the infestation to spread. And with water hemp, the best type of control is to make sure that you don't add seeds back into the seed bank. So controlling it before it can go to seed and drop those seeds to grow the continuing years, because their seeds will last for a very long time under the soil waiting to continue to grow. So some ways that you can do that: mow them before they're able to produce a seed head, spray with a very timely and specific pre or post emergent, do some other management control that I have listed out in here just to make sure that we're keeping those numbers low. I am seeing slightly more water hemp than I did in the past. So we're at a level 2, which is what we were at last year, but I saw it in 2 fields, where last year I saw it in 1 field, and in 23 I saw it in 1 field. So slightly more across the county, but overall we are keeping water hemp pretty well levels, pretty low levels, which is great compared to the other kind of western side of the state. And that is all I have. So thank you guys for listening. You're welcome to keep these. It goes into a little more detail about what I talked about. And if anybody has questions on it or wants to see the other studies, it's also posted on my website. So 23, 24, and 25's studies are posted on my website as well, or you can give me a call.
So how many of these weeds are considered noxious weeds that?
Yep, so the big ones that we see is water hemp. Red root pigweed is something that I also observed this year, and I had not observed it in 23. I had only observed it once in 24 and a couple times in 25. That's another one that we really want to make sure that we're controlling. And then pokeweed is the other one, although I have not seen it yet with any of my studies.
How about one of the big ones? So in my trustee days, Palmer amaranth was a big one. And have you seen any of that lately?
Yep, so that would go along the same lines as the red root pigweed when we're looking at with the survey.
Okay.
Yep.
Because we actually had to have a farmer in September destroy his bean field.
Yep.
That, big pill to
Yep,
swallow,
which
but
can
it
happen,
is
yeah.
Because noxious weed is a law that you're supposed to maintain it, and they didn't have the
Correct.
chemistry to be able to do that.
Correct.
Part of that, so.
Yep.
Yeah.
Did you contact the landowner?
I I will not contact the landowner. Usually it's up to the townships to handle
Handle
those
it. Okay.
situations. Yep. Yep, I strictly just look.
Actually,
Scientist.
the public elevator is one that brought to our attention, as
Okay.
yeah, said that,
Yeah.
yeah, we need to do this for the greater good, you know, because once
Yeah.
that comes in, that's really
Correct.
invasive and.
Correct.
Did it work?
Well, it took it, yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
well, yeah. it
The
took-
following year and everything? was
Yeah,
good?
well, I think they changed where they got chemistry to be able to spray and stuff on it. They non-Roundup,
I see.
non-2,4-D and stuff on it.
Yep, yep, it's all about
Yeah,
what the
okay.
weed is resistant to, so it could be resistant to some herbicides, but also depending on the mode of action, which is how the herbicide will actually affect the plant. Whether it's taken in through the leaves, taken in through the roots, if it's going to attack, you know, the chloroplasts, or if it's going to attack the root system, or how it actually fights against that weed, can be different for the different weeds on what you can actually use to kill them. So making sure you have that good management plan and a good rotation with your herbicides are really important.
Great. Any comments?
I get a couple of questions.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What's the difference between giant ragweed and common ragweed?
Really the size.
I didn't know, because
Yeah.
I'm very allergic to it.
Oh, yes.
Growing up, it was always a problem. And then my last question is, do nobody hoe beans anymore?
Do what again?
Go out and hoe?
No.
Nobody does that?
Roundup was the greatest thing ever, 'cause I
Yes.
spent many hours
I
hauling beans.
I did too, that's why I'm
Yeah,
asking.
yeah.
No.
That was like one of my first jobs growing up. I can't tell you how many bean fields I went out
Oh, yeah.
and got paid to go out there and,
And I think back then, they used to have the 30-inch row beans, that's what used to go, and then they've kind of, you know, narrowed the rows up anywhere from 7 to 15s, and, you know, there's not as many 30s.
yeah,
as there used to
two of my early jobs in life
be.
were
Used to take about 7 or 8
hauling
rows,
beans.
and, yeah, you bet, yeah.
Hauling beans and picking up rocks in
Rocks.
fields.
Yep. Oh, yeah, definitely.
Great. Well, thank you.
Thank you.
We enjoy your updates, and we
Awesome.
really appreciate you coming back in.
Thank you.
Thank you. Well, on the commissioner reports, go ahead.
Sure. Last Thursday, after a board meeting, Tiffin had downtown trick or treat. There's just so many people downtown. It's a nice event. I don't know if anybody else is down there. Just the activity was pretty high. It's fun to see all the little kids dressed up, and the colleges. I know at least I saw Tiffin University had a whole bunch of students down there being involved too. It's just great to see the colleges involved. Friday morning, I don't want to steal any thunder from Bill, but Bill and I both went out to Honor Bus in the morning. It was neat because I've never been to that before to see the difference
Send off.
going when they left and then also when they came back, to see so many people that really haven't really left the county that much in their lives, and that was neat. Just the smiles and the hugs and stuff when they came back Sunday night. That was really a neat experience to go to. Well, let's see, what else did I do? Monday had FCFC. Tuesday had chamber annual meeting. There's a couple of awards. Again, I hope I don't take anything from anybody else. They gave out some awards. So Chris Chase was Outstanding Citizen. Woman Career of the Year Excellence was Gwen
Stoller.
Stoller. And then Elaine Gautreaux was from the Fostoria Rail Preservation. She was a Cale Yeager Excellence Award winner. So that was neat. It was a neat event. So
And we did proclamations on behalf of the
Yeah,
Commissioners Forum.
yeah, very much
We
so.
did that, so, yep, so.
that's primarily the things. We'll go
Great.
from there.
Good job. Bill?
Yep. Yep, as Brent alluded to, so Friday was the send-off for the honor bus, and actually one of our previous county commissioners, Jimmy Young, was one of the,
Jimmy.
to go on that, so, yep, it was good.
He was a commissioner?
Yeah. He was, yep.
Huh.
So,
He sat
yeah,
right behind me the whole time.
yeah, so he was, yeah, I tell you, really, like you say, seeing him go and then seeing him come back, it's just, because someone's never, ever
He's
been there
a
and
guy
seen
you
that,
knew.
so.
You probably know him for a long time.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
I've been
sure.
there stuff on that trustee days, so, yeah.
Yeah.
So, that
What's
was
the
great to
difference
see.
between the honor bus and the honor flight?
So the honor bus, basically they leave on Friday morning and then they come back Sunday, so it's a little bit longer stay for them, and where where the honor flight, they leave in like the morning and come back at that night, so it's a lot faster and
No wonder you're
and
so
moving
tired.
stuff on that, so that's what the bus that gets them a little, you know, like I say, they're still moving pretty quickly, but not like they are on the honor flight and stuff
So
with
it
it, so.
doesn't matter, I mean, it's still
Just a personal preference.
just a
Okay.
preference.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So, yeah, so that was, like I say, it's always good to see that.
No.
Tuesday had the local emergency planning meeting stuff up to the fairgrounds. That was, you know, kind of give an update, how the funding and budget worked on that and stuff. And as Brent alluded to, that Tuesday night was the collaborative, I guess it was the chamber's last meeting before they're officially the collaborative, so they had that, and yeah, some congratulations to the award winners that Brent alluded to, and it was good.
Heard the meeting ended at 7:07.
It's 7:07, yep,
It was a
you
quick
got, you got a
meeting.
quick meeting, right. And actually doing the proclamations the way they did, I thought it was great, they just hand them to them, so you can only tolerate so many whereases and hours and all that stuff. Very true. So they,
And the same information.
8:07 if they would've had everybody up there getting their proclamations in and doing that, so appreciative of that, cause we all know what they say and stuff on it, so, yeah, the end result was good, so, but no, they do a nice job, they do the video, they have, you know, it's really a surprise that, you know, for most of them there. I know Chris Chase, and he was really shocked, you know, because they really kept it on DL for him, and so it was really good on that. And then yesterday, he was at the Northwest County Commissioners Association / Engineers meeting in Mercer County. So they was CCAO, County Commissioners Association, kind of giving updates. We have our annual meeting down in Columbus in December, so kind of giving some highlights what we can anticipate for down there. They had it at the MVP Dairy Farm. It was pretty exciting to be there, kind of like being at home and stuff on it, but they have actually 4,400 cows that they milk every day on that. So they got a big carousel, they bring them in and they kind of go around in a circle once or twice and then they get off, and so it was quite the experience seeing that. So it was a good place to host, and they are, you know, as they talked about, you know, that's Lake St. Mary's, they've had some issues down there, and they did a presentation, had the soil water of how they've kind of working to get, you know, you call them kidneys off the creeks and stuff to kind of filter the water there, because Lake St. Mary's only like 5 to 7 feet deep, and they had in 09 and 10, 11, they had a lot of issues there with that. And it's a large livestock, but they've embraced it. They work with the farmers to help, you know, as far as manure nutrient management plans and all that stuff with it. And again, as we all, it's not all ag related. There's a lot of, you know, different phosphates and stuff that go in the rivers besides manure and fertilizer and stuff on it. So they've done a nice job updating that and stuff with it. So. And then one other thing I want to bring up is, it is early voting time, so just so everybody knows, you have this week there, you can go down from 8 to 5 through Friday, and then starting Monday next week, 7:30 to 7:30, Monday through Friday. Other than Tuesday, they will be there till 8:30 at night. And then November 1st and 2nd, Saturday and Sunday, 8 to 4 and 1 to 5 on early voting before the November 4th election. So anybody needs to get down there before November 4th. Got a lot of wide open hours and stuff on that. And Jim, I talked to him yesterday, and it sounded like he'd be getting around 50 a day in for people voting. So that's kind of where they've been coming in at. So that's all I have.
Okay, thanks. Yesterday morning, we attended the last TSEP meeting. I think it's the last, because
Yeah, right.
they're gonna be combining TSEP and the chamber. There are numerous projects that will be announced over the next couple of weeks. Really exciting, coming to Tiffin and the county. I'll leave it at that and let them do their job, but there's some nice things happening, which is just, I'm sure it's pretty awesome. And they'll have their holiday party, the TSEP party. It's gonna be December 14th at 5. Obviously, you guys were all invited as members. But then, beginning in January, it'll be one organization. Went over all the financial reports, it looks great. There's some things going on, but it's all, nothing negative at all, just all positive. So, leave it at that. Barb, over to you.
Just a few things. Just want to mention that the Tiffin's Transformation Life Center, it's a safe haven where women and children rebuild their lives after experiencing homelessness. They are doing a soup of the month. And actually, the first pickup is tomorrow. They do this basically on Facebook, put out the dates and everything. But they have their first pickup tomorrow, and it's being coordinated. It's called Love in Every Spoonful. It's organized by the Seneca County Council on Homelessness, and the soup is actually prepared by local chefs and volunteers at the Tiffin Community Kitchen, and that's where the pickup will be tomorrow. They have 2 different times. There's a couple of parking spots on Court Street that have been blocked off for these pickups. And my understanding is that I believe it's 24 ounces of soup at $7. And so there is a pamphlet out on the bulletin board. There's also some business cards on the counter out there that have the QR code on it that you can go to their Facebook page, and that's where they make their announcements.
Is there a schedule of what soups are?
I don't think so, because I tried to look for it this morning. I do know that this month they did vegetable soup, so
Can't go wrong.
I did find that. But I think it's kind of one of those get us through the cold winter months
Oh, I love
and
soup when
with
it's
soup.
cold.
So, but yes, it says to follow them on Facebook for the monthly soup, order dates, and pickup details. So just thought I'd bring that to your attention. I do also have that a month ago or so, it was a meeting that I did not attend, but I believe Cheyenne brought up that Jim Oliver had resigned from the Board of DD's board, and we are still looking for an additional board member. I just want to bring that to your attention because I have not received anything from anyone that would have of any interest in being on that board. And it is something that the commissioners have to appoint to that board. So just bringing it back to your attention again, that we haven't had. I'm going to place an ad in the newspaper as well. I've had it on our website. But I will place an ad in the paper directing them to the website for all the additional information. But we are still currently looking for a member to be appointed to that board.
Right? Yeah, board meets monthly.
Yeah, yeah. So just wanted to bring that back to your attention. And then last Friday, I attended the walkthrough at the virtual attorney visitation room with the architect and the builder. We found no issues, so we were working on closing out that job. And then I'm also working with the sheriff to schedule a time when the 3 of you can go out and view this new portion of the building. They're already currently using it.
They are.
They've been using it for a couple of weeks, actually. And it's been working out really well for them and the inmates out there. So the attorneys don't have to travel. You don't have that added cost. So. And it's not open just for the ICE detainees. It's open to our regular inmates that are out there as well.
And any inmate.
So that's being completed as we speak. Also, next week, I will be starting to do interviews for the Assistant Chief of Operations at EMS, alongside Director Hafley, Lynn, and Kim Radisson will be sitting in on those interviews. They're kind of spread out all week next week, but that is going to take up a majority of my time next week. Other than that, I've been working on the budget, trying to, work through those numbers and talk to the sheriff. It's going well. It's going well. I think we're good. Bill and I are going to go out and talk to Sheriff Stevens about some of the cuts that we need to make to his budget. I think that's the week of election. So it won't be next week, it'll be the following week. That's the earliest we were able to, with everything going on my schedule, the earliest that we would be able to get out there. So
Good.
I think we're still on a good timeline for budgets to get approved maybe before Thanksgiving. So that's the hope.
We hired a new paramedic today.
Yeah, good job.
I was
Good
excited.
job. That's
Yeah,
always,
just
that's
found out
always
this
good.
morning.
That's
Yeah.
always good.
So the winter's coming, is everything good with the jail and the youth center?
I believe so. We are working on
Been working on all this.
finishing up the energy project
stuff.
at the jail. They have replaced the glycol.
Good. That's
And
done.
yes, it's done.
Nice.
And then they have, we're working on getting them out to, there were some ceiling issues with a couple of the units out there, so they have to come, when the heat came on, because it's part of the chilling system. So they were waiting for us to turn off the chillers out there so that they can go in and seal up these units. I don't
Yeah.
remember exactly what they are, but they have to go out and
Right.
seal up those units, and then I
You
believe.
still have to do that, is what you're saying?
Yeah, and I believe that's either
That was
scheduled
the
to.
humidity thing, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think it's either scheduled today, tomorrow, early next week. I can't exactly remember, but then that will we'll finalize that project and we'll be all done there. Then with the youth center, we are working with Fishbeck Mechanical Engineering Company to really take a look at the youth center for the heating out there. And we had a meeting, Ed and I had a meeting with the Judge Meyer yesterday regarding that. And he's good with everything that we have talked about. We're moving forward with all of that. We've had some backflow issues out there as well, so we had to have a conversation about that. Trying to be a little bit more proactive to things that come up that the judge is aware of, and if he needs to move some kids or reduce the population out there, he can do that in a timely manner so that we can get this work done for him. So
Good, communication.
that's, kind of where we're at there. The one last thing I have for you is sales tax. For collected in October for August sales, and I think this includes the true up that the state gives us for the tax holiday in August. It was $1,073,733.10, which is actually a decrease from last month by 2%. And then we had, it's an increase from the prior year, the state last year, of 9.4%. So.
Percentage-wise.
Percentage-wise, we've collected 85%, 85.6% of what was certified to be collected. So we have 2 months left to go. That leaves us just under $2 million to collect.
Cool, we're gonna be good. Feels good,
Yeah. So,
Alrighty, good.
That's all I got.
Anything, any old business?
Nope.
Good. Want to do business, supplemental appropriations?
okay, supplemental appropriations. I have quite a few out of general fund, and there's one that's not listed on here because I just had to make sure that it got taken care of this morning. So I will add that in, and it is also out of general fund. General
Wanna add
fund.
to this or separately?
It'll be added to this, I'll just
Okay.
include it, it's just not listed on the agenda. General fund, OPERS for $3,545.27. This is for the recorder's office. Apparently, he did not calculate his own salary to be calculated into OPERS. So we need to make sure that we get his OPERS paid as well. And then also from general fund, I have travel and expenses of $291.85. This is for Common Pleas 1. I believe it was for either the judge or the magistrate to go to a conference. General fund inmate psychotropic medication of $3,660. Obviously, that's for the sheriff's office. Then also from general fund, I have transfers out of $200,000. This is to go to JFS for placement costs. And I believe then we should be good for the remainder of the year. I also have from general fund transfers out of $250,000. This money will be going to EMS. And then the other one that I have that is not listed from general fund is an other expense for $10,000. This is for the America 250 project that Marissa came and spoke about last week. And then the last one I have is Capital Projects Fund of the equipment line for $200,000. This is for 2 cars for JFS, the snow brush that we've talked about previously, and updates for computers. Those are all the supplemental appropriations that I have.
Yeah, so the first 2 was for JFS.
No, first one's recorder.
The first one was recorder.
Recorder.
Then the second one was for Common
Common
Pleas
Pleas.
1.
That's it. Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm looking at the 200,000.
Oh, the
200,000.
transfer, yes,
I'm sorry,
was
yeah.
Job and Family
That
Services.
gets them to 5.
Gets them to 5 this year.
Yeah.
And I'm hoping that, and Lauren is also hoping that that's all the money that
We
she
kind
can
of
get.
thought that was coming.
Yeah.
We're just doing it. Yeah, and then the other,
250,000 is to EMS.
and then the 200 for all the stuff.
Yes. Yeah.
That's great. Got it.
So move.
Second time.
Okay, I guess we had our discussion. Any more? We good? Roll call?
Commissioner Bustecker?
Yes.
Commissioner Frankert?
Yes.
Commissioner Paradiso?
Yes. It's good. Next.
Okay, then I have resolutions. Resolution authorizing fund transfer be made to the ambulance service fund in the amount of $250,000.
Make a motion.
I'll second.
Okay, roll call, please.
Commissioner Bustecker?
Yes.
Commissioner Frankert?
Yes.
Commissioner Paradiso?
Yes.
Resolution authorizing fund transfer be made to the child services fund in the amount of $200,000.
So move.
Second.
Roll call?
Commissioner Bustecker?
Yes.
Commissioner Frankert?
Yes.
Commissioner Commissioner Paradiso?
Yes. Passes.
And the last resolution I have is a resolution authorizing the emergency management services contract with the Seneca County Local Emergency Planning Commission for 2025 on behalf of the Seneca County Emergency Management Agency.
I'll make the motion.
I'll second. A little clarification. on
Yes.
it.
Yeah, this is the contract that, and I think it's actually supposed to be 26, for the 26th year. This is the contract that they agree to pay Seneca County EMA $23,000 for services from LEPC. So it's for 2026.
Okay, so we'll just make that change.
Mhm.
Is that good?
Yep.
Okay.
That's all I got.
Good.
All right, we have a
make
first and a
motion.
second.
Yeah.
Do we do have a
I
motion?
think we did.
Did-
Yeah.
Okay.
I think we did.
Did you get it,
First,
Cheyenne?
second.
Yeah, I got the first and second.
Okay,
Okay.
just need to do roll call then.
Yep. That's-
Clarification. Okay, roll call.
Commissioner Bustecker?
Yes.
Commissioner Frankert?
Yes.
Commissioner Paradiso?
Yes. Got it.
Sometimes we get distracted.
It's good.
That's all I have, gentlemen.
Got a lot going on. Anything else from anybody?
I'm good.
This has been a good week. Any public comment? Anybody?
I only have one,
Yeah.
not two maybe. So Jim Young was carried up the stairs, I believe, by the National Guard.
Oh.
We was at the Jefferson Memorial, elevator's broke, and his wife on the bus says, "Hey, I want to take a picture, so find me at the Jefferson Memorial." I'm like, okay, 50 things going on in my mind, like there always. Next thing I know, I am upstairs in the monument taking pictures, and I look over, and there's 2 guardsmen carrying him up the stairs. Got up the stairs, took a picture with them. They stayed with him, and then carried him all the way back down. And we're talking a good flight of stairs
That is
to
big.
get up like that. I was almost winding going up them. And the National Guardsmen are from South Carolina. They're deployed in DC for security purposes, I guess. And they were honored, and they said, and the wife did not want to make a big deal out of it. She's like, "We can't go up there." And someone else got the guardsmen. The guardsmen said, "It's our honor to carry you up since you're a veteran."
Did you hear that?
And they love that.
He has a medical issue.
Yeah. That they carried him up.
Yeah.
That's really a neat
Yeah, I
story.
know it.
Yeah, good.
Zach, what was there as far as, with the government shutdown? Was there stuff shut down you guys weren't able to get into? Or
Yeah, we
what?
saw some protesters at the World War II. There's like 4 or 5 of them just walking around with signs, kind of ridiculous. But we didn't run into protesting. But the Smithsonian's was closed. The Reagan Food Court was closed. So we went to the Pentagon City Mall. Let me tell you what. School trips were there, so we had to deal with
Wow.
kids everywhere. It was still a good time, but it was just so busy at the Reagan Food Court. I mean, everyone was there.
That's the only thing open.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And to get food was fast, but to find a seat, and there's kids running around, it was like a zoo in there. It was just, I bet you there was probably 500 kids.
It's really
School
neat,
trip
it's really
kids.
neat you get to go and.
And we did get we were in a hotel with a school group out of Columbus, right south of Columbus, so it was kind of cool. One of the other touching stories was at the Vietnam Wall. We were all there. And the difference between the bus and the flight is we can stay at the Vietnam Wall for like 50 minutes, where in flight you probably got like 20 minutes. You see it, you feel you got it, because they have a very strict tentative schedule. Ours is kind of strict, but we still have time. So we were there for about 50 minutes, and there was 2 girls. I think I posted a picture about this too. There was 2 girls with their mom walking through, and I said, "Hey, you got any questions for Vietnam vets?" And I made an announcement to the group. One of the nurses on our group was a veteran in Vietnam. Came over and talked to them, and apparently their grandma in Vietnam did the same thing this girl did. So it was kind of cool to see those kids interact. So we took a group picture of those kids, but it was kind of cool to, and the Vietnam guys loved that. They loved talking to the little kids, and they kind of showed them some names and stuff. So it was kind of cool to see some real live history, but non-underbus related. The election results will be live streamed, probably around 8. Confirmed with them last night that I could do it. So we're gonna go over and figure out everything that's gonna be on the stream. But for sure, a lot of the county issues ballots. Maybe not so much the trustees first day, but definitely the countywide issues. Tiffin City Schools was requested to be on there too. That's all I got.
Okay, anything else? Next meeting will be
Thursday.
next Thursday, just checking.
Yep.
Making sure, okay. Meeting adjourned. Thank you.